Hello and welcome to CAPS 13 News. I'm Jade Weston.
And I'm Caleb Boswell. Pittsburg State University has a Title IX coordinator helping to promote safety and equality on campus. The Office of Institutional Equality can be found in 218 Russ Hall and is comprised of the Title IX office as well as diversity, equity, and inclusion. These two positions are in charge of handling any sort of discrimination on campus. New to the position this year is Jamie Thayer, Director of Institutional Equity and Title IX Coordinator. While Title IX originated in the 70s with women's participation in athletics, it has since evolved to also encompass sexual assault, harassment, stalking, domestic violence, and more. Thayer is in charge of helping combat anything that deprives someone of their educational experience or activity based on gender. Her and the rest of the Office of Institutional Equality are some of the people helping to make campus happier and healthier for all of us.
I will contact the person who, instead of victim or survivor, we call them complainant. I'll contact the complainant and see if they even want to come in and talk to me. It's not mandatory, but try to reach out, hear them tell me what happened, and then give them their options.
If you think that you have experienced an act regarding Title IX, you can email Mrs. Thayer's office at equity@pittstate.edu or visit room 218 in Russ Hall.
With a new wave of COVID and influenza on the horizon for this fall and winter, many people are looking for ways to prepare for the season. I spoke with the Crawford County Health Department to find out how we can all contribute. The Crawford County Health Department is a public place of health service for anyone in Crawford County who needs it. Services that they provide include WIC programs, health and family services, child care licensing, and most pressingly, immunizations. I spoke to registered nurses Melinda Dugan and Briley Jackson to learn more about how they help with keeping our community healthy.
For us, we offer COVID and flu testing. They can just call and make an appointment, come up here and get tested. It's very easy, it takes about 20 minutes, and we'll let you know. We can give you your results, you can take them to your doctor so you can get the right medication you need.
The Crawford County Health Department has their own advice on keeping good health for this upcoming season. They suggest testing if you are feeling ill, keeping your hands clean, trying to stay away from others who are sick, and getting immunizations. Getting the vaccine, the health department says, is not only effective for preventing the spread of COVID, but also helps protect others that may not be able to.
I think it comes down to you may not be the one that's going to get super sick, but your grandparents, your children, those that are immune compromised and maybe can't take vaccines, or they do take them and they are just not as effective, that's who you're protecting when you get the vaccine, not necessarily just yourself. I feel like the community is only as healthy as its population, so if the population's healthy and happy, that means your community is going to be healthy and happy. We try to make it as easy as possible for the people of Crawford County to get their vaccines and for testing everything. We just want to be here for the population of Crawford County.
Other immunizations, such as childhood vaccines, pneumonia, and shingles are available as well. Appointment times are on a walk-in basis Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. The Crawford County Health Department wants to remind people that immunization can be easy and simple. For more information on services provided, go to crawfordcounty.org/health department.
Pittsburg State Overman Student Center is reopening its doors for the weekend hours. Due to the effects of COVID-19 in 2020, the Student Center was forced to close its doors during the weekend. However, after some funding was done and time has passed, we are happy to say that the Student Center is reopening on the weekends. For a little more information on what the Student Center can do, for students we spoke with Jeff Steinmiller, the director of the Overman Student Center.
Yeah, we're considered the living room of the campus. So, I mean, if you think about that, this is the place that most students come to for a break between classes, get something to eat, relax, study, go to a program that's being sponsored by an organization like the Girl Activities Board and things like that. So.
For more information, you can head on over to the Pitt State website and locate the section titled Student Center for more info.
The members of Pi Kappa Alpha were out in the Oval this week fundraising for a good cause. From Tuesday to Thursday, Pi Kappa Alpha stationed in the heart of campus asking for donations to the Wesley House. The Wesley House is a local outreach mission of the First United Methodist Church here in Pittsburgh. The organization makes it easier to get food and clothes for those who need them, As for the students helping, instead of packing it up at the end of each day, each member of the fraternity would take turns living outside in cardboard boxes for the full 48 hours. Donations could be money, either cash or Venmo, or non-expired or non-damaged canned food. Pi Kappa Alpha will still accept donations via their social media or Venmo at Pitt State Pikes.
Tune in after the break to learn about all the different events happening on Pitt State's campus this weekend. And later on, we recap PSU's victory over Washburn in last weekend's football game.
I've got a lot of things on my mind. Some things might make you laugh, some things might make you cry, some things might even compromise national security. Why is the internet so obsessed with cats? Hashtag dogs are better. Sorry, but it's true. I can't wait for my trip to Vegas this week, and hashtag Friday can't get here fast enough.
Have a nice trip.
I hate my job. My boss is such a Oh, crap.
With the final semester classes approaching, many students experience extended stress over grades, workloads, exams, and projects.
Caps 13 reporter Nevin Drake joins us now with more.
I spoke with two students about their end of semester stress. With the end of the semester rapidly approaching, many students are feeling stressed out about their workloads. This kind of stress can actively limit what you can accomplish and create a mental block.
Kind of stressful because, finals are coming up, and it feels like you just finished midterms when in reality the end of the semester is coming up, and you're in the library studying, getting prepared for finals and big exams and stuff.
The nearing of semester end is stressful to many students, as many are left feeling like there is too much for them to accomplish in too little amount of time. This is why it is important to contact your professors and put a plan in place for you to be as successful as possible. Some students, however, enjoy the challenge.
I say it actually makes me a better student. I mean, it forces me to get out of my comfort zone, and I think I work better under pressure and under some stress, actually. So.
If you are struggling, make sure to communicate with your professors. You can also utilize other resources such as fellow classmates and friends, the Writing Center for any essay help you may need, your academic advisor, academic success workshops, and tutoring. If the stress is causing you to struggle with mental health, be sure to utilize the counseling sessions available at the Bryant Student Health Center. Back to you.
Thanks, Nevin. The Native American Student Association fundraised with their popular fry bread yesterday. NASA held the fry bread sale in the Oval from noon to 2. The event is part of Native American Heritage Month this November. The organization is also using the event to help gain new members. To make sure the bread didn't sell out, NASA had members making the bread during the sale to keep fresh fry bread on the Oval. For more events, the organization will hold Relearning Thanksgiving on November 28th at 5 in the Alumni Center.
Gab's Wingo event attracted more students than it had planned for. I looked at the issues they face and how they are planning to better accommodate students in the future.
The Guerrilla Activity Board hosted Bingo in the Plaster Center Monday night. The event was a spin on bingo. Students not only competed for a Switch, a TV, and a speaker, but also for seating. The organization had planned for 150 students to be in attendance, but Gab estimates there were over 400 students. Gab held the events in the Plaster Center so that they could serve wings from Chatters rather than Sodexo.
Yeah, I think we put on as good of an event as we could have with the issues that arose. We didn't know if 400 people were going to show up. We didn't know we weren't going to have enough seats for people. We didn't know how many wings were going to be enough. We were just kind of ballparking it. And so I think that our team maintained very well organized and maintained very well composed. And I think everyone still had a really great time, despite not having the right bingo cards or not having the right blotters or running out of wings like we did. So I think we put on a very good event. I'm excited to see it grow next year.
The idea for Wingo came from a few years ago, but it hasn't been held before. Gab initially wanted students to get 5 complimentary boneless wings for attending, but student numbers wouldn't allow this to happen. Only 1,500 wings were originally ordered for everyone, but Gab had to order another 1,000 wings.
So far, yes, we have had a couple issues. I do think we've had a great turnaround, though. We have a lot of people here, over 400 people, so it was kind of hard to navigate the event itself. But I do think that we were able to navigate it to where we are finally getting it in motion. I don't know if we're going to be done by 9, though, because there's a lot of people here and there's a lot of wings still and a lot of prizes to win.
Gab would like to hold the event in the future. To better accommodate students, they plan to bring even more wings from Chatters and find a space for the event that will be able to hold an even larger number of students.
This week, the Honors College hosted their Honors College Day for incoming high schoolers interested in attending Pittsburg State. This event started in 2019 to get high schoolers more interested and knowledgeable about Pitt State and the Honors program. Once checked in, they were welcomed by Honors College representatives and greeted by PSU student president, Dr. Dan Shipp. Dr. Shipp focused on how Honors College better prepares students with problem solving and task management skills. Dr. Shipp's presentation, students were then split into groups by their graduation year to attend a variety of different presentations. These included topics like the selection process, academic offerings, and study abroad opportunities. Later in the day, students toured the campus and attended an in-person class. Honors College senior Josh Evans tells us more about the importance of the event and the impact it has on the students.
Well, it's a chance for high schoolers to get to learn about not only Pitt State, but what the Honors College is like here. So they can experience what an honors class looks like with some of the things that they did this afternoon, and just learn about what the Honors College offers specifically.
Coming up, take a look at Gorilla Football's latest victory over Washburn and Topeka. Later on, we cover a new art initiative in downtown Pittsburgh. That's here on CAPS 13.
In today's world of technology, if you're not careful with the media that you consume, the media that you consume will consume you.
CAPS 13 Sports works tirelessly to bring guerrilla athletics to your living room. But when the university heads heard about the lice epidemic spreading into the area, they elected to bring in an expert.
Good luck, man.
Oh, hey, what's up, Doc? Is everything okay?
The French and Spanish clubs met to play a ball game not usually played in Southeast Kansas area, but rather in parts of Europe. After a rainout a couple weeks ago, the French club finally brought the pétanque to the Oval last Monday. The French club played against the Spanish club in a friendly competition. The game is one of Europe's most popular outdoor games, which is played similarly to horseshoe, with a combination of other Italian bowling games called bocce. The goal is to toss a number of hollow steel balls as close as possible to a smaller target ball. Players in teams take turns, and the team with the most balls closest to the target after all balls are played wins. Due to earlier sunset, the clubs played as long as there was light outside. The game requires no extra skills and is simple, relaxing, and a great way to make new friends.
Tristan Gegg has been a star for the past 3 years with the Pitt State's women's basketball team.
CAPS 13 reporter Alex Perry was able to catch up with her at Monday's practice to talk about her time here.
I was able to talk with her and head coach Amanda David about some of the factors that led Tristan to Pitt State back in 2018. how she has developed as a player over the past 5 years, and what her mindset is like going into this season.
Tristan Gegg has been lighting up the scoreboard since day one coming out of Labette County High School, and that hasn't changed since arriving at Pittsburg State in 2018. With her family being driving distance to see her play, she has steadily improved every year, and this improvement, particularly in scoring, has put her at 7th on the Pitt State women's all-time scoring record. I asked her if she was gunning for that top spot, and she said that the team comes first.
Trying. I mean, I'm honestly more worried, obviously, about winning, but if that comes with me getting that top spot of scoring, then it comes with that. But I'm just striving to play the best I can every game.
Her scoring is obviously legendary here now, but yet both her and head coach Amanda David say that her defense is what has improved the most since her freshman year.
You don't see very many players like her that know how to score, and she has worked relentlessly on her defense. And it's not that she's a bad defender, it's just she's smaller, and at times she's guarding bigger players. But I just think she's developed as a more complete player as she's gone.
I also asked Coach David about if it took any persuasion to get Tristan to come back for a 5th year. And she said that there was no persuasion process at all, and that Tristan just assumed she'd be back. The girls played at UMKC on October 30th, and she was a big reason why they won the game, as she put up 34 points on remarkable efficiency, shooting 7 for 10 from the three-point line.
Tristan is 653 points behind Lizzie Geronimus for the top spot in Pitt State women's scoring. Check the Pitt State Athletics page and click on the women's basketball schedule to find the home games to cheer on the team this season.
Thanks, Alex. Gorilla football reminded everyone why they're outright MIAA champions this last weekend. The Gorillas traveled up to Topeka, Kansas to face off against Washburn University. Washburn started hot with a long Jared Taylor pass to James Letcher Jr. for a quick touchdown, taking an early 6-0 lead. Pitt State responded on the following drive with a Caleb Lewis draw to give the Gorillas a 7-6 lead. Linebacker Dubem Okonowo got in on the scoring, tackling Hunter Browning in the end zone for a safety, making a score 9-6. Gorilla quarterback Chad Dodson would connect with Devin Garrison to give the Gorillas another touchdown to wrap up the first quarter. Washburn would respond early in the second quarter, however, with a nice run up the middle, bringing the score within one possession. Dodson and Garrison would connect again for their second of the day, giving Gorillas the 23-13 advantage. Gorillas would score once again in the second quarter thanks to Cleo Chandler Jr. from a yard out. Dodson threw 3 interceptions on the day, including a 48-yard return by Peyton Lane. Washburn started the scoring off in the second half with a short pass to Matthew Simmons to make it a 30-20 Gorillas still on top. Dodson's would be picked off again about 5.5 to go in the third. He'd find Mark Wieland, however, in the fourth quarter to put a nail in the coffin and secure the win for the Gorillas, even though he'd thrown a pick on their next possession. The defense also played great with 2 forced fumbles, the safety, and an interception. The Gorillas here at home against 3-7 Fort Hays State to end out the regular season.
Last week, we did a feature for the Pittsburg State Gorillas quarterback Chad Dodson. This week, we do one for the man at his back, running back Caleb Lewis. Caleb Lewis has taken over the role vacated by Tyler Adkins from last year with Force. The sophomore out of Burleson, Texans, leads the Gorillas in rushing yards and has made the most of his runs every time he carries the ball. He has ran for 816 yards and has 9 touchdowns, while averaging 4.7 yards per carry. He has also caught the ball 19 times for 119 receiving yards. In an interview with Jacob Leonard of KOAM, he says that he runs the ball with a chip on his shoulder because he feels like he underperformed last year. The Gorillas have their last regular season game this Saturday against the Fort Hays Tigers.
The Gorilla volleyball team finished their regular season last weekend and now face off in the MIAA tournament. The Gorillas finished with an overall record of 16-13 and a conference record of 10-10. This puts them dead center in the pack in conference rankings. Finishing 3 games behind 5th place, Washburn and 2 games ahead of 7th place Missouri Western, the Gorillas did struggle but had very strong individual performances. Returner Meg Otten was named the first team All-MIAA. The graduate student led the team in kills with 288 ranks and 5th in the conference. Graduate student and libero Marissa Bates also stood out, leading the team in digs with 554 in the season, putting her at 3rd in the conference. Senior setter Brianna Richards stood out by compiling 1,099 assists during the regular season, putting her at 4th in the conference. Junior right side hitter Janae Thurston ranked at 11 kills in the MIAA with 284 in 29 matches played for the Gorillas. Marissa Bates, Brianna Richards, and Janae Thurston were all named to the All-MIAA second team. The Gorillas started off their playoff run at 2:30 today, facing off against the 19 and 10 Jennies of the University of Central Missouri. The Gorillas swept the Jennies in 3 sets. They will face off against number 2 seed Nebraska Kearney at 5 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, November 11th. Up next, the Pittsburg City Commission has implemented a new art initiative, and later on a group of PSU students have won first place in the Kansas Marketing Awards contest.
So you good, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, this is all you.
Tune into Caps 13. There is literally something for everyone to watch. TV, movies, sports, news. It's all Gorilla-made content. The students have spent hundreds of hours preparing it just for you. The least you can do is tune into channel 13 on your TVs. Caps 13. That's all I want to say, I think.
Sounds good, man.
That sound good?
Yep, I like that. That was good.
The Pittsburgh community is growing, not only in terms of small business additions, but also in its enrichment in the arts. There's already a lot of public art in downtown Pittsburgh, with more on its way. In late October, the Pittsburgh City Commission recognized the creation of an arts district in the downtown area. We spoke with Krista Cunningham, who is the president of the Pittsburgh Art Walk Association, the group that has sought the idea for the last year.
So the Arts District is just identifying a large portion of our downtown that celebrates and wants to enhance the arts in Pittsburgh and culture. So.
The newly established Arts District spans north to Trailhead Park, south to Jolly Fox Brewery, east to Frisco Event Center, and west to the city's public library. The designation of the Arts District downtown will pave the way for more business owners to support public art downtown, as well as bring more people to the Pittsburgh community.
With fall comes colder weather, and Pitt State is ready for what Mother Nature has to bring this winter. Pittsburgh State has been switched on the heat in all the buildings in the preparation for the colder weather. As time progresses, the temperatures drop, and the Pitt State is here to make sure that you can stay safe, warm, and cozy on campus all winter long. Coming up after the break, learn about how you can download an award-winning coloring book.
In today's world of technology, if you're not careful with the media that you consume, the media that you consume will consume you.
Trying to find the latest about what's going on at Pitt State? Don't know where to look? Well, What's Up Pitt State YouTube channel has gone out and packaged all of that together for you. What's Up Pitt State is a project that has been put into motion by the University Marketing and Communication Department since the beginning of this fall semester. It gives students a quick 1-minute look into what has been going on around campus over the course of a week, and what may be coming up in the future. The project, which is led by Andrew Stefanoni, The director of media relations and her team works each week shooting video and editing to give quality content for the students and everyone to see. These videos gives a spin from the series that the city of Pittsburgh has done themselves, called What's Up Pittsburgh. The project, however, has its own twist, giving students the chance to anchor and be involved with the production.
We have students that we call in, we invite them in to be the on-air personalities. They learn to do a stand-up in front of the camera, and they learn to do a VO or a voiceover to kind of narrate the video.
These videos are a chance for students to get involved as well, being able to get hands-on with all aspects of video creation, whether it'll be on the talent side or behind the scenes.
We would love for students to get involved. If there are, for example, broadcast students who want a little bit of experience with on-air or on-camera work, if there are students in communication who want some experience in writing, we also have a need for students to help contribute video and photo.
If you have any interest in helping the team out, reach out to astefanoni@pittstate.edu. You can also watch the videos by typing www.youtube.com/pittstate into your browser. Click on the playlist and select What's Up Pitt State. The shows are available every Wednesday.
PSU students win first place in the small budget print category of the Travel Industry Association of Kansas Marketing Awards contest. The award was given to a coloring book project from the Art 210 class, Visual Thinking Digital Studio from fall 2021. The book, titled Gus the Gorilla Explores Southeast Kansas, contains Pitt State's mascot, Gus the Gorilla, at different landmarks in the southeast Kansas area. From the historic Fort Scott to Big Brutus, the book additionally features a short excerpt of background information about each of the locations. For a downloadable version of the book, go to explorecrawfordcounty.com.
Thanks for tuning in to CAPS 13 News. I'm Jade Weston.
And I'm Caleb Oswell. We will see you next week.